Hi, this is Eternal King here, bringing you another LOR video today. So I wanted to cover off my stats for the week so far, real quick. And the picture for the stats is in the thumbnail of this video. So again, if you want to confirm on your own end, the decks that I'm winning with, the decks I'm not winning with, absolutely, go ahead and do so. But talking about the stats, Azir Aurelia, 6, 8 games, basically 100% win rate. This is, of course, my Imp Army deck, one of the best decks in the format. Depending on how you want to ratio it out, it's going to either be the most competitive thing in the world or just slightly less than the most competitive thing in the world. There is no bad Imp Army Azir Aurelia. Elusives, right? Swim elusives. Again, 100% win rate on swim elusives. Played like 4 games. Just did normal swim things. Acorn into Erasmus into Darkened Lodestone into big burst elusive creatures essentially, right? Grant them 3+3. Grant 2 elusives in hand, 2+2, or grant 2 elusives on board, 2+2. So either way that you cut it, all of these burst cards are exceptionally high value when you combine them with the elusive keyword and then use Darkened Lodestone to protect and Pale Cascade. And of course you have some cycling value with the likes of Augmented Clockling, essentially pulling you, a 1-mana Teemo. If you just like desperately need the elusive body, it'll pull you a 0-mana Teemo, sorry. Like a 0-mana Teemo, 0-mana Zoe, it'll just pull that for you. And Sparkle flies like old tech into certain matchups. So like again, we mentioned Azir Aurelia, if they're just spamming a bunch of tokens at you, they'll beat you in the race for the game. So you have to have Sparklefly burst, with burst being big and stealing and blocking, and then life stealing, and then hitting Nexus and life stealing. And sometimes you just present the big Sparklefly and it's an issue for them. So again, 100%. And then, Imp Army Azir Aurelia, which is, a King original. And then 100% with Swim, because I really think that Swim was a undervalued contributor to the LOR deck building scene. For the longest time, he was built basically all of the main decks for the game and the community. And he did that for 2-3 years. And sure, he flamed out for whatever reason. Majin Bey took over, and then Majin Bey left. But that doesn't mean that you go back to these old decks and they're bad. Very clearly, they are still amazing from a pure stats perspective. Other things that I played, again, 2 games of Burn, 100% win rate there. You can't go wrong with Draven in a Burn shell. It's just good. He's a 3/3 with quick attack, or you play a vanilla 3/4 that can OTK the opponent, or you just aggro them out and then burn them out. Can't go wrong. Ramp, again, whether it is this fun version of Ramp that I like with, sorry, not this version. That's like the more competitive set version, but of course I'm talking about Heart of the Tree. So Heart of the Tree, 100% win rate, was just 2 games played because I didn't really need more than that to understand that this deck is exceptionally powerful. Yeah, I think I made like one swap where I was just like, I'll just run the Heisho, right? Like Heisho into Buried Nice is like so good for a ramp deck that I just decided to hard run the Heisho instead of the 10 mana. The 10 mana, mill out everything that's 4 power or less from your hand. I just went off that. I'm just like, I'll just run Heisho and then get a free Swiftfoot or a free Bird Nice or a free It That Stares or a free Heart of the Tree. Like that, that's just better. Once I ramp into it. Or even like Heisho, Feel the Rush, right? Like that's pretty good. Or Heisho, Volley Bear, like that's pretty nasty. Sure, they can snap remove the 9/9, but it just turns out that snap removing a vanilla 9/9 is kind of hard to do. This is why Eddie is good. Yeah, and so that was winning 100%. And then, yeah, Nightfall winning 100% of its games, which was the one that we did the live build for. It felt exceptionally strong. And we spent a lot of time talking about it. We spent a lot of time thinking about it, and that shows in the win rate. 100% Nightfall, 100% Scouts. Again, thinking about the construction very, very carefully. Even something like Petricite Hound instead of another 1-drop. Like, oh, it's just a vanilla 2/2. And it's like, no, it's not just a vanilla 2/2 because you're going to be rocking Gentleman's Duel. Because Gentleman's Duel is the best strike card, and you put it in every Demacia mid-range deck. 100% of the time. So it just turns out that sometimes you like really need to kill something, and so you have the Petricide Hound, you have the Petricide Broadwing. Either one, you give it 2 health, and then it's going to strike in a more effective manner. So yeah, even got to sneak in like one Mimi Siren, and win 100% of games, so that's fun. And then we'll talk about some bad stuff. Actually, so did we talk about Temple? Yeah. So Temple, essentially King Temple is a video I literally just uploaded. Or no, sorry, it's a deck I just literally uploaded to Runeterra AR. And so King Temple being very, very good. Just as strong as anything else that I'm piloting right now. Divine Draft, Mystic Shot, Candle of Prayer. Basically standard updraft package. Candle of Prayer is unusual, but we're rocking a higher top end, so we need more updraft, and that's essentially it. So when you get something big that you don't want, you updraft it away, you draw it again later. And we just have the more comprehensive updraft package than you would normally have, with the inclusion of Candle of Prayer plus the 3 mana card, then the 2 mana card, obviously. So like 9 updraft cards is more than enough to toss away anything we don't need. And bad stuff, it is memeier decks, right? So memeier decks, things like Transform. So, you know the old school Sejuani lockdown trick of like Sejuani into Teeny Dactyl, right? Like the old school, or like Curious Changeling into Spotted Toads. These like sorts of transform combos that are very silly and very funny and very fun, but they're not going to be the most consistent at all. This deck is not consistent. It's not good. It's going to be a 50-50 deck, where sometimes you're going to high roll like Curious Changeling into Teeny Dactyl, and that's going to feel really good. And then you're going to have games where you just overdraw Changeling and overdraw Chief Neck Attack, and then the deck doesn't do anything. So that's a meme deck. But again, sometimes I like to play memes, just occasionally, because otherwise I would just be running 100% win rate for every single game that I play with every deck. It's not necessarily fun, right? Like 100% off of, even something like something dumb like Evelyn Kindred, right? Evelyn Kindred, obviously not strictly speaking competitive deck, but just the way that I built it, it didn't lose. So yeah, and I play that stuff. And I don't play like Thresh Nastis, usually speaking. I don't play Eddie ever. Obviously, I do play aggro. Right, upgraded Sig's Poppy, being very, very good. But across the board, typically just winning 100% of games, unless it is a deck that I just objectively know is not great. So for example, while I have a 100% win rate with Elusive Spam, I have a much worse win rate with Time Bomb Shrooms, like standard Time Bomb Shrooms. I would make the definitive call right now that instead of playing Caitlyn, right, Teemo Caitlyn, instead of playing that, I would probably go all in on Swim Elusive Spam. I think it's more consistent for the format. Yeah, absolutely. Just right now. So like this is like a 50-50 deck. Transform was a 50-50 deck. And then the only thing that I lost, Lurk. So I felt that Lurk was a 50-50 deck. Like it's either you like high roll Lurk or you don't. Right, you either high roll Lurk or you don't, and that felt 50-50. And the only one that I didn't win at all with was, it wasn't my deck. I was basically play testing someone else's list and didn't really know the correct ways to go about it. It was like PNZ, it's that weird PNZ Vex and Nocturne deck. I just wasn't like 100% certain on how to play that optimally, right? So it's Nocturne plus Vex with, kind of a mid-range control package, and I just wasn't quite sure what was happening there. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly run through my stats. I'm very, very transparent. So again, 100% Aziravelia with all games played, 100% Elusive Spam, 100% everything, except very specifically Time Bombs, Shrooms, right? So Time Bomb Shrooms, just not feeling very confident in that archetype right now, not feeling confident in memes like Transform, and not feeling confident in high roll decks like Lurk. Everything else is just not, everything else just 100%. I think the only thing in the middle between 100% and 0% is something like Katarina Darius, which is evened out at 60%. Which again, you know that Darius is not going to be like the most competitive version of mid-range, Freljord in the world. But just the fact that this big guy can pull in a 60% win rate I'm very happy with that for a Darius deck. I don't need more than that. This is not super competitive at all. And yeah, so again, fully being upfront with you guys about how much I win, what I'm playing, and then of course we'll throw in our customary game at the end. And we'll do it with Temple, because I'm kind of on a Temple fixer right now. I'm just hoping I get into like Snap Landmark removal, Elder Dragon would be bad. Okay, so I think this is the one that runs the quote-unquote basically all your tokens make them bigger. I'll show you later. I'll only need to drop this, by the way. We have Insta Temple, and then I'm just hoping they don't instantly kill TF. What do we see here? Coming from the opponent? Rockhopper. Okay. Why? And then he just can't attack this turn? That seems super weird, but okay. Okay, well, like, go ahead, push 4 damage. I don't mind. Alright, great. Yeah, I just want to put my slipstream in, basically what's happening here. I want to make sure I get my free attacks, so we'll just take it.
You are nothing.
Worthless.
What is joy to you, brother? True joy.
Being here, dancing in all the beauty of life.
And then, yeah, obviously updraft. Too much value to in this particular play. Let's see what else happens here. Obviously, our normal line is like going to be like a TF gold card or something.
Don't waste my time.
TF red card is what I was saying. Okay. Sure.
Deal me in.
Yeah. And we are in fact on TF red card. Sure, that's fine. The really nice thing is essentially, right, we're getting the Nilla value, which is exceptionally good. So that's free, and then obviously we obviously don't, like, kill off the TF here. Can only be blocked by enemies with 3 or more health. This is still good, because it's just like more slipstreams in the deck. Yeah. Now the thing is, this isn't Blade Dance, so they don't have any like rally mechanics specifically. And then yeah, we're just gonna send it, right? And see if he's got it or not. Okay. Sure. And then yeah, hopefully we get these slipstreams back, and then there's 0 mana. We have 3 in the deck currently. Mm-hmm.
Remember this day.
Remember this day. Sure.
Your emperor commands.
Your Emperor commands.
Tell the people what you have seen.
Yeah, so far so good. So this will do the TF level.
Joyful as swift.
Now this game's heating up.
So yeah, we really want to see like a red card here, ideally. So we can just go here,
You're bluffing.
and then take this,
Stacking the odds.
and then this is fine. Okay, this suits me fine here. Okay, good land there.
The order is given. Eyes open.
So we just draw more TFs again. Oh, there's my Emperor's army. Hey. Sure. Sure.
Don't be nervous. Face me.
Uh-huh.
Behold the power of the seventh seal.
Yeah, lots of level ups, which is good. Alrighty. In terms of the attack, we can just go for it. It's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Shurima never fell.
Sure,
Only
we'll take
awaited
this.
my return.
An exuberant flow.
And then, yeah, we'll take this. Nah.
I seize the initiative.
Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I draw one more off of here, and then I also get a native draw, so that's correct. Yeah. I know I'll be taking 4 damage off the open. We're just gonna live it, and then see if maybe we hit a fast ping or something. We'll throw at them. Yeah. This is literally fine. Sure, go nuts. So we just ruin Rack's face here, essentially. Is that it?
Jala, I answer.
Okay, sure. Yeah, opponent concedes. 100% win rate. Oh. So yeah, that's 3 straight Temple games with a lot of... Oh, I didn't get to take aim. 3 straight Temple games that were relatively easy to play, I think. And yeah, a lot of interesting choices from me. We saw the Rocket Barrage there kill a TF. I mean, sorry, it killed an Azir and threatened an entire board wipe. So, like, very good Rocket Barrage there. Absolutely. And then in terms of the opponent's deck, I was expecting Zolani, yeah. So there's the Zolani, and he just, unfortunately with Zolani, sometimes you don't get Zolani, right, in your Zolani deck that likes to Zolani. But, yeah, sometimes you just don't get there, sorry. It is a fun high roll win condition, but yeah, sometimes you don't get there. Good games. This is Eternal King, signing out.